What's going on, guys? So, yesterday I brought up a couple quotes from Jerry Wayne Jones and Stephen Jones, just talking about the state of the organization right now. Want to rehash one thing that Jerry Jones said, and it was basically, I don't have the direct quote in front of me, but it was basically along the lines of, we can't make any moves right now with the salary cap that'll mess up our future or screw up our future moving forward. As in, you don't want to pay a guy for 2 years, give him a bunch of money, and then not be able to pay Dak. Something like that, right? And so today we saw Damon Snacks Harrison finally sign with the team, the Seattle Seahawks, who really didn't need him, but the rich just got richer. I mean, they're probably the best team at stopping the run in the league. Maybe the Steelers. Obviously, the Browns are pretty decent at it too, but the Seahawks are right up there, right? And they just got better. So, what's really bad about this is that Snacks didn't just sign a deal, he signed on to the practice squad. So, he basically did what Brandon Carr did for us and signed for nothing. They'll call him up to the main roster. He's making minimum NFL salary. So, it's not going to affect Seattle's cap really at all. Cowboys just cut Brandon Carr, by the way, so that didn't work out. Apparently, he had some issues with the coaching staff. I don't know if they had issues, if they didn't just didn't get along well or what, but it just didn't work out. He didn't play hardly any snaps with us. He recorded 1 tackle in 3 games, so I don't really have much I could tell you about that. I was watching Jeff Kavanaugh on Law Nation's channel last night, which was incredible, by the way. Yeah, great show. Go check out Law Nation and watch that if you haven't already. Some of the things he was saying were very interesting to me. One being Earl Thomas. There's something he didn't want to talk about it because he said he doesn't have proof or facts or whatever. But he said there's a legitimate reason he thinks why Earl Thomas isn't signing. And he says he doesn't see it happening, period. Another thing is with Ron Leary not signing here, his reasoning was kind of what we already knew. It was that right now the Cowboys just didn't want to pay him what he wanted to be paid, which is really concerning to me. Because I think we got Tyrone Crawford on the books for like $9-10 million this year, which if we cut him, and correct me if I'm wrong, leave me a comment because I could be wrong about this. I'm not a big salary cap guy. I'm not 100% positive how it works, but I believe if we cut him, we'd get that $9 million in salary. And we could easily use that $9 million in salary for Tyrone Crawford, for Ron Leary. Or Snacks Harrison. I would think Ron Leary would probably sign for $5 to $8 million in that range. So that would probably be enough money for both of them, to be completely honest. And when Kavanaugh was talking about Tyrone Crawford, he was saying, well, Dallas likes the side where he's a good locker room leader, he works hard, that kind of thing. Which, right, I get, but it's not translating to wins, right? We understand that. Cutting him, signing Ron Leary, would have gotten us a couple more wins throughout the season. I don't know. Correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I think the offensive line right now needs all the help that they can get. Now, what really concerned me and what made me want to do this video is when Kavanaugh brought up Damon Snacks Harrison, he basically said that he doesn't understand why the Cowboys didn't bring him in or at least give him a look. Because we don't know what kind of shape Snacks is in, but we know the current shape of the defensive line, a defensive tackle, and it ain't looking pretty. And you got a guy like Snacks who's trying out with teams like Seattle where he eventually signed, but he was saying all along, but guys, I'd prefer to sign in Dallas. And from what I understand, Dallas didn't even do their due diligence. So what I want to know from the Cowboys organization is why? Cowboys fans, why do you think we didn't even bring in Snacks Harrison? Is it because we just thought he would ask for too much money? Because Ron Leary did, and maybe Earl Thomas at one point was more expensive this year than we wanted him to be. So maybe we didn't even give Snacks a second thought because we heard Jerry Jones talking about messing up cap space moving forward. Well, guess what? If you'd have brought him in on the practice squad, which obviously he was willing to do for the Seattle Seahawks, and he was saying all along he wanted to go to the Cowboys, so I'm sure he would be willing to do that for our organization as well. Why was there never a meeting? Could have at least brought him in, worked him out. Hey, Damon, we've got a tight budget, but we know you want to be here. How bad do you want to be here? That kind of thing. It seems like Seattle did their due diligence, even though they're already good at stopping the run. We're the worst run-stopping team in the NFL right now, and we didn't. And so it's going to be a short video today, guys. That's pretty much all I've got to say. I was a little annoyed, just like I was in the video yesterday and the day before. But moving forward, we're going to try to be a little more positive. The preview of that Giants game is coming up. Usually I have a couple videos about each game each week, but I've talked more about just what's going on in the organization and our losing ways right now. A little more focused on that than I am the Giants game. But there will be a preview coming up probably tomorrow. Make sure you check that out. And be sure to smash that subscribe button if you're not subscribing to my channel already for some more daily Dallas Cowboys content. I really appreciate it. I'm out. Peace!